Hi, welcome to our channel of IGNU Audiobooks, Indira Gandhi National Open University, School of Extension and Development Studies, SOEDS. Certificate Program in Value Education, CPV. BEDS 001 Overview and Perspectives of Values. Block 2 Changing Culture and Human Values. Unit 1 Indian Culture and Human Values. 1 Introduction. Unity in diversity is not simply a phrase or quotation. These words are highly prudent and applicable to a country like India, which is incredibly rich in culture, heritage and values.
So many religions, so many beliefs and so many faiths form the intricate and blended mosaic of India's culture, dating back to over 5,000 years. Old civilization, India's culture has been adorned by migrating population. Did you know that it is also one of the few ancient civilizations to have survived over the years, unlike the Egyptian, Roman and Mesopotamian civilizations? One reason for its survival is the values which are deeply rooted in Indian culture. The units of the previous block provided you with an idea of morality. In this unit we shall discuss first the meaning of the terms culture and values, and then study the relation between the Indian culture and human values. 1.2 Objectives. After studying this unit, you are expected to define values, discuss the history of Indian culture and its influence on Indian values, identify the values in the Indian Constitution, identify the different components of Indian culture and the values, recognize the integration of values across the curriculum, relate values and life skills and Indian culture, identify possible conflict areas of Indian culture and values. 1.3 Culture. What does the word culture mean? Does it refer to music, dance, and art, or is it broader based? Does it refer to a particular region or does it cover a wider geographical area? The word culture has its origin in the Latin word cultura, which emerged from the word colere, meaning to cultivate. The most widely accepted definition of culture is the definition given by Tyler, 1974, in which he defines culture as a wide-ranging set of activities that feature in all human societies. The word culture therefore may mean a set of ideas, beliefs, values, knowledge, behavior, education of a particular society. UNESCO's Universal Declaration on Cultural Diversity, adopted in November 2001, defines culture as the set of distinctive spiritual, material, intellectual and emotional features of a society or social group that encompasses, in addition to art and literature, lifestyles, ways of living together, value systems, traditions and beliefs. Culture leads to a state of perfection and refinement of the individual through social agencies like family, educational institutions, and the community. Cultural attainments are thus not inborn but acquired over a period of time through socialization and learning. Therefore, culture constitutes the spiritual, material, emotional, intellectual aspects of a society along with language, literature, arts, music, dance, values, beliefs, ideas, customs, traditions and the like. 1.4 Influence of geography on Indian culture. Indian culture is influenced by its unique geographical features. India is a peninsula with 5 geographical divisions, and these are I. The mountains of northern India, which are mainly the Himalayan mountain range; E. Northern plains in the river valleys of the Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra; E. The central Indian plateau; V. The South Indian plateau; and V. The coastal regions. Indian art, architecture, spirituality, music, dance are all influenced by these geographical features. South of the Vindhyas, the distinct Dravidian culture is developed, which is different from the northern Aryan culture. Indian culture has influenced Asia, Southeast Asia and many parts of the world. 1.5 The historical evolution of Indian culture and its influence on Indian values. Indian values are deeply rooted in Indian culture. Over the past 5,000 years, Indian culture has responded differently to the different influences, and it has preserved, absorbed and assimilated elements from different cultures, and this is the secret of the success of Indian culture and civilization. Radhakrishnan, 1929. Indian civilization can be traced back to as early as BC 2800, with the highly developed urban Harappan civilization, followed by the rural-based Aryan civilization. The foreign invasions of the Greeks, Sakas, Kushanas, Huns, the civilizations of the Guptas, Mauryas in the ancient period, the Arab invasion of the 8th century AD, the Sultanate, the high flowering of Indian Muslim civilization of the great Mughals, Basham, 2007, in the medieval period and the full force of Western influence. Basham, 2007, during British rule in the modern period have all influenced the Indian culture. This assimilation and absorption can be seen in the country's religion, art, architecture, language and different lifestyles. In art and architecture, the best example of the influence of the Greek style on Buddhist themes was the Gandhara school of art. The Indo-Islamic synthesis can be seen in the different regional schools of art such as the Kangra, Deccan and Mughal styles of painting and in architecture too. The Indian language, Urdu, was also the result of the Persian influence. According to Srivastav, 2009, the contribution of other civilizations to Indian life and culture creates in Indians the idea that the whole world is a family, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The value of universal brotherhood has been nurtured in this way. There is linguistic, religious diversity which coexists simultaneously with a fundamental unity, Smith, 1981, and that makes it unique. There may be subcultures of different religions, languages, but there is one national culture, that is the Indian culture, which has influenced Asia, Southeast Asia and many other parts of the world. 1.6 different components of Indian culture. Indian culture has many different parts, each is closely related with the other and has intricately woven values. 1.7 Values underlying Indian culture. What is a value? How do we incorporate values in our life? How do we prioritize and identify the core values which will determine our lives? The Indian Parliamentary Committee on Value Education in February 1999 identified 5 core universal values as A. Truth, B. Righteous conduct, C. Peace, D. Love and A. Non-violence. These values are derived from various sources of Indian tradition and culture, as you shall discover while studying the unit on values on Indian philosophy. As teachers, how are we to develop these associated values in our students? Let us first try and understand the meaning of the term values. A. Origin of the term values. The term value is derived from the Latin word valere, meaning to be strong, to prevail or to be of worth. Social scientists state that there are almost 180 different definitions of the word values. Milton Rokeach, a professor of social psychology at Michigan State University, defines value as an enduring belief about the way things should be done or about the ends we desire. Therefore, a value is something we believe is long-lasting. It influences the way in which we do things and what we hope to achieve. For example, if you consider hard work as a value, then it is something you believe in. Whatever you do, you will work hard at it, and this is one of the goals that you wish to achieve. Usually the values we form are influenced by our circumstances, families, friends, age, gender, environment, tradition and culture. Values are important in decision making. B. Values and the Indian Constitution. The objectives stated in the preamble of the Indian Constitution clearly enunciates the values of justice, liberty, equality, fraternity within a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. According to Bakshi PM, 2000, pluralism is the keystone of Indian culture and religious tolerance is the bedrock of Indian secularism. Articles 14(4) and 16(4) aim at removing social and economic inequality and ensure equal opportunities. Articles 14, 15, 16, 21, 38, 39 and 46 are to make the quality of the life of the poor, disadvantaged and disabled citizens of the society meaningful. The Parliamentary Committee on Value Education, set up under the chairmanship of Mr. S. B. Chavan, in its report to the Indian Parliament in February 1999, has identified 5 core universal values as A. Truth, B. Righteous conduct, C. Peace, D. Love, and A. Non-violence, which also represent the 5 major areas of human personality, namely intellectual, physical, emotional, psychological and spiritual. These values are correlated with the 5 major objectives of education, namely knowledge, skill, balance, vision and identity. 1.7.1 Religion. India is a secular state and the citizens have the freedom to follow their own religion. There is an atmosphere of religious tolerance and there is no official state religion. The 4 major religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, originated in India, while Christianity came to India as early as 52 BC. Islam also found a home here, by the 8th century AD. The persecuted Jews found shelter in India and introduced Judaism in the country. The Parsis, followers of Zoroaster, also sought refuge in India after the Arab conquest of Iran. The devotional aspect of worship is the basis of the mysticism of Sufism and Bhaktism. In modern India, religious books continue to be a great source of inspiration. The values of tolerance, peace and detachment are expressed in the epics, the Bhagavad Gita, in the values of service and equality of the Guru Granth, in the love and compassion of the Bible, charity of the Quran. The list is endless. Tolerance and piety are considered the main values of India's religious diversity. 1.7.2 Society. The smallest unit of the society, the family, marriages and festivals as cultural practices, has been discussed below. A. Family. The family is the basic unit of society. Joint family system, where different members of a family such as the grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, cousins live together, is now being replaced by the nuclear family, i.e. small families consisting of mother, father and the children only. In many cities, Indian society is mostly a patriarchal society in which the father is predominant. However, there are 4 matriarchal societies in India: Garo, Khasi, Jaintias in Meghalaya, northeastern India, and the Neers of Kerala, South India. Families are essential in preserving and transmitting cultures. The traditions, beliefs, ideas, value system of persons are nurtured by the family she is born into. In India, the family forms the nucleus, round which the child evolves and absorbs the values of sharing, caring, unselfishness, and tolerance. Unity, loyalty, integrity are the key features of an Indian family with emphasis on interdependence and concern for others. Traditionally, in India, the family supports the dependent members such as the old, the unmarried adults, widows, disabled and those who are physically, mentally, emotionally and financially challenged. In recent times, the modified extended family has replaced the traditional joint family. B. Marriage. Marriages in India are mostly arranged by parents. Marriages in which men or women choose their own partners are still not so popular. Unfortunately, child marriages persist, in spite of the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006, by which girls below 18 and boys below 21 are not allowed to get married. In Indian culture, individuals marry into a family and there is great bonding of families, rather than just a bonding between two individuals as in the Western culture. The newly married couple normally enters into an extended family relationship and the bride sets up her new home with the in-laws. Traditionally, marriages are sacred. Religious rituals are integral to marriage ceremonies. The wedding itself is an elaborate affair, with much feasting and celebrations. Once again, the diversity of Indian culture is evident in the different wedding ceremonies associated with different regions. C. Festivals. Festivals are celebrated in India almost throughout the year. Most have a religious significance and prayers are an essential part of any festival. Festivals also involve the meeting of families and friends, eating meals together. The women of the family prepare delicacies which all enjoy. There is music, singing of devotional songs and sometimes dancing as well. Cultural programs are often arranged in the evenings, involving the entire community, and children are especially encouraged to showcase their talents. In rural areas, entire village communities gather to celebrate festivals. Some of the festivals celebrated are Durga Puja, Dashehra, Diwali, Ganesh Chaturthi, Sankranti, Pongal, Onam, Holi, Eid-ul-Fitr, Bakri Eid, Christmas, Guru Nanak Jayanti, etc. Festivals like the Republic Day and Independence Day are celebrated by everybody. Festivals contribute to the economic and social development of all involved. It gives opportunities to craftsmen, artists and musicians to demonstrate their talents and increase their earnings. Celebration of different festivals with the members of different communities enables one to experience the diversity of Indian culture. Students can organize a festival day in school, in which they may celebrate the different festivals. They can arrange a common platform of worship, decorated with rangoli, and conduct special prayers representing different religions and sing devotional songs. They can also bring in delicacies associated with the festivals such as kheer, Christmas, cakes, laddus etc. They may dress up in colorful costumes. All these enable students to imbibe values of tolerance, sharing, cooperation, listening and develop planning, organizing, analyzing, prioritizing, interpersonal and intrapersonal skills. 1.7.3 Food and Clothes. A. Food. In India, food is valued not only because it is nutritious but also because it is believed to be a gift from God. From childhood, the parents train children not to waste food and share it with friends and family. Food is eaten usually with the right hand for hygienic reasons. Delicacies are prepared on festive occasions and these vary in Different regions. Feeding the hungry and the poor is an important feature of the major religions of India. Individuals and charitable organizations often organize feeding programs for the poor. Indians also feed birds and animals. This is because some groups believe that animate and inanimate objects have souls. Vegetarianism has long been popular among Indians. It is believed that to practice ahimsa or non-violence one should abstain from eating meat, as this involves the killing of animals. Again, one is given the freedom of choice to follow what one wishes. Fasting is popular among all communities. The diversity of Indian cuisine makes it one of the most spectacular in the world, with its rich variety of spices. Rice, wheat, dal or lentil are common but are cooked with different spices in the different regions and taste completely different as well. Students may be encouraged to arrange food festivals with simple preparations of variety of daily food items, maintain recipe books and hold exhibitions. They can also assist in the community kitchens of individual charitable organizations in their locality. Students can join in the fasting of their friends for one day or a part of it during Ramzan or any puja day of fasting. B. Clothes. Traditional Indian clothing for women are the sari, ghaghara, salwar kameez. Each state has its different style. For men, traditional clothes are the dhoti kurta, kurta naijma, etc. However, in the northeastern states men and women dress in their traditional clothes which are very colorful and have many different patterns. Clothes in India are associated with tradition, diversity of culture and family pride. These are not simply fashion statements. Usually girls and women wear clothes which cover the body and do not leave them exposed. This is because we believe that the body is sacred and is the temple of God. Women have always been innovative in their hairstyles, jewelries and cosmetics, which go back as far as the ancient Harappa civilization. Students are to be encouraged to organize exhibition in which they can create new fashions, fusing the old and the new. All this can be organized in a cost-effective manner and the recycled materials may be used. 1.7.4 Castes and Tribes. Indian culture is enriched by the diversity of tribal culture, music, dance and handicrafts. These tribal traditions have to be protected. The rights of all have to be preserved. With compassion and social justice. Article 17 of Fundamental Rights declares the abolition of untouchability. In Article 46 of the Directive Principles of State Policy, constitutional safeguards provide for the state to promote with special care the educational and economic interests of the weaker sections of the people, and, in particular, of the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, and protect them from social injustice and all forms of exploitation. There is protective reservation in backward castes. Teachers are to familiarize students with the fundamental rights, fundamental duties, and directive principles of the state policy of the Indian Constitution and the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights and the Rights of the Child. 1.7.5 Music and Dance. Music and dance are of many types, depending on the region, yet these create a strong bond of unity. They are an integral feature of festival celebrations and bring people together in a non-threatening way. It appeals to the aesthetic sense. From childhood, mothers encourage children to be familiar with the music and dance of their own region and simultaneously respect the music and dance of other regions. 2. Indian music and dance may be classified as I. Classical, E. Folk and E. Popular. Drama and theatre is closely linked with music and dance. A. Music. Classical Indian music is of two types, I. Carnatic, South India, and E. Hindustani, North India. Folk music includes the Bauls of Bengal, Lavani of Gujarat, Rudali of Rajasthan. Rabindra Sangeet of Bengal is another style of music. Besides these, we have bhajans, bhakti geet, qawwali, ghazals etc. The popular music is the music of the Indian film industry or filmi geet. B. Musical instruments. Indian stringed instruments are sitar, sarod, sarangi, esraj, tanpura, santur, vichitra veena, violin. The percussion instruments or drums are the tabla, pakhavs, mridangam, dholak. The wind instruments are the flute, shahnai. Another unique, yet ancient instrument, using water is the jal tarang, a wave instrument. C. Singers and musicians. Well-known singers are Ghulam Bare Ali, Hindustani, M.S. Subbalakshmi, Carnatic, Jagjit Singh, Ghazal, Lata Mangeshkar, R.D. Burman, Rafi Ahmad, Kishore Kumar. Indian film music, A.R. Rahman, composer, musician, singer, won an Oscar in 2009 for his musical composition in the film Jai Ho. Other renowned musicians are Ravi Shankar, sitar, Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, santur, Abida Parveen, Sufi, and Hariprasad Chaursia, flute, dancers. Classical Indian dances usually begin with homage to the gods, goddesses and themes are usually creation, preservation and destruction. The classical dances differ from state to state. The most famous according to India's National Academy of Music, Dance, and Drama are Bharatnatyam, Tamil Nadu, Kathak, Northern India, Satriya, Assam, Kuchipudi, Andhra Pradesh, Kathakali, Kerala, Mohiniyattam, Kerala, Manipuri, Manipur, and Odissi, Orissa. Folk dances are closely related to daily life and based on food gathering, harvesting, rites, rituals and beliefs. The popular folk dances of India are Purulia Chau, West Bengal, Rangoli Bihu, Assam, Bhangra, Punjab, Dandiya Ras, Gujarat, Garba, Gujarat, Ghuma, Rajasthan. Some of the famous dancers are Guru Bipin Singh, Manipuri, Birju Maharaj, Kathak, Kalamandalam Ramankutti Nair, Kathakali, Rukmini Devi Arundel, Bharatnatyam, Kelucharan Mohapatra, Odissi. Modern Indian dance was started by Uday Shankar, Mrinalini Sarabhai, Malika Sarabhai, Sonal Mansingh are the famous contemporary dancers. Drama and theatre are closely linked with music and dance. One of the oldest surviving theatre traditions of the world is the 2000-year-old Kutiyattam of Kerala. In rural India, puppet theatre is very popular. The dance dramas of Rabindranath Tagore are unique. Group theatre is another type of theatre which was made popular by Gubbi Veeranna, Utpal Dutt, Khwaja, Ahmad Abbas, K.V. Subbanna, Nandikar, Badal Sarkar, Ninsam and Prithvi. Theatre 1.7.6 Indian Art and Architecture. Traditional Indian art and architecture has its unique features, but it has also been enriched by the assimilation and absorption of many foreign influences. The Buddhist, Ajanta and Ellora paintings are the earliest surviving examples of ancient Indian art. Madhubani painting, Mysore painting, Rajput painting, Tanjore painting are different styles of regional art. The school of Mughal painting began in 1549 under Humayun, 1530–56. During Aurangzeb's reign, 1659–1707, many artists joined Rajput courts and their influence on Hindu painting were immense. Under the British rule, Indian artists adapted Western styles to create poor imitations in order to please their European patrons. However, Patua scroll painting was revived in the 20th century. The nationalist freedom struggle influenced Indian painting and thereby emerged the Bengal school of painting of Rabindranath Tagore, Nandlal Bose, and Jamini Roy. Amrita Sher Gill, Ram Kinkar, Chintamani Kar, Rajravi Vam, B. Venkatappa and Amina Ahmad also developed their unique styles of painting. Architecture. The earliest example of Indian architecture was that of the urban Harappan civilization. With its advanced town planning, the Great Bath, the Great Granary, the Bronze Dancing Girl and the Bearded Man of Mohenjo-daro. Other ancient architectural marvels include the Asoka Pillar, Sanchi Stoop, Gandhara, Mathura, Amarvati schools of art, Iron Pillar, Konarak Sun Temple, Chola temples, Mahabalipuram rock cut temples, Meenakshi Temple of Madurai, the historical forts at Golconda, Jaisalmer, Gwalior and Ajmer. Islamic architecture had begun in India during the Delhi Sultanate, of which the Qutub Minar is the best example. The specimens of Mughal architecture are the Humayun's tomb, Agra Fort, and Fatehpur Sikari. During Shah Jahan reign, 1628-58, the Taj Mahal was constructed in memory of his beloved wife, Mumtaz. The Red Fort built during the time of Jahangir was unique for its use of marble rather than sandstone. The best examples of British architecture are St. Paul's Cathedral, St. John's Church, St. Andrew's Church, St. George's Church, and Bikulla Church. Bombay's bungalow-styled houses and colonial architecture were the main features of British architecture. 1.7.7 Language and Literature. Language is a key component of culture. It is the medium through which effective communication takes place. Language is first learnt in the family and then formally developed in school. If a person does not know how to speak, read and write, she will be denied opportunities of development throughout her life. Therefore, education is closely linked to the development of language and literature. Knowledge of the mother tongue is vital because without it, culture and tradition would not be transmitted. Indian literature. Indian literature is one of the oldest literatures in the world. The earliest works were composed to be sung or recited and were transmitted for many generations before being written down. It began with the Rig Veda. Sanskrit literature therefore includes the Vedas, Upanishads, Manusmriti, the epics, Mahabharata and Ramayana. Kalidasa's Abhijanam Shakuntalam. Classical Indian literature includes the Tamil Sangam literature, Pali canon, Jatakas, Dhammapadas. The Vastu Shastra gives details of architecture and town planning, and the Arthashastra is a treatise on political science. Medieval literature includes the regional literature of Kannada, Telugu in the 9th-11th centuries. Later literature in Marathi, Bengali, Hindi, Persian and Urdu developed. During the period of British rule, a literary revolution occurred with the influence of Western thought and the introduction of the printing press. The freedom struggle and socio-religious reform movements led to the growth of Indian literature, especially that of Ram Mohan Roy and Swami Vivekanand. Some of the important writers are Rabindranath Tagore, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for Gitanjali, Dinkar, Subramanya Bharati, Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay, Munshi Premchand, Muhammad Iqbal, Devki Nandan Khatri. In modern India, famous writers are Girish Karnad, Indira Goswami, Mahashweta Devi, Amrita Pritam, Kurachalain Haidar, T.S. Pillai, Vikram Seth, Arundhati Roy et al. India's linguistic diversity is well known. There are 22 officially recognized languages and many dialects. 1.7.8 National symbols. The national symbols in India represent the Indian culture and tradition. They symbolize unity, truth and patriotism. National symbols are distinctive to the country and children should be encouraged to treat these symbols with love, respect and appreciation. The national symbols are the national flag of India in saffron, white and green, with a 24-spoke wheel at the center, the national bird as the peacock, the national flower, the lotus, the national tree, the fig tree, the national anthem, Jana Gana Mana, the national river, the Ganga. The state emblem is the lion pillar of Asoka with Satyameve Jayate inscribed on it. The 4 lions on it represent power, courage and confidence. Activity. Teachers should encourage students to draw, sculpt or make models of these symbols, have brainstorming sessions on the importance of national symbols and describe how they would feel if there were no national symbols. All these ideas and crafts could then be organized as a display, debate, discussion. 1.8 Values in curriculum. Teachers are to be aware of integrating values into the curriculum in all subjects. While teaching language and literature, the values underlying prose or poetry are to be elicited. For example, in The Selfish Giant, love, forgiveness and repentance are implicit. The Night of the Scorpion by Nissim Ezekiel highlights the mother's stoicism and love for her children. Creative writing exercises help one to get in touch with the deeper self and be authentic and reflective. Through history lessons, students appreciate and acknowledge their past heritage, relate it to the present, and visualize the future. Students also become aware of the corruption of power and exploitation in society. Civics can inculcate in students the value of citizenship, their duty as well as their rights. In geography, students can focus on sustainable development, issues of protection of the environment, interdependence, sharing of natural resources. Discipline, verification, perseverance are values which may be developed through science, technology and mathematics. Teachers may use storytelling techniques, make excursions to local places of educational value, have debates, discussions, dramas, encourage students to work collaboratively and provide them with opportunities of self-expression and analysis. For assessing students, teachers need to observe their behavior and responses in school and out-of-school situations. Assessment can be done by the students themselves and also by their peers. 1.9 Application of values. At each moment of our lives, the values come alive. Given below are some incidents, songs, stories that demonstrate the importance of values and Indian culture. A. Nache Mayuri, Sudha Chandran. From the age of 3 years, Sudha Chandran, the actress in the popular Hindi film Nache Mayuri, would dance on her own, and by 5 years, she was enrolled in a dance school. She soon became a famous dancer, but tragedy struck. On May 2, 1981, Sudha was badly injured in a bus accident. In order to save her life, the leg had to be amputated. 6 months after the amputation, Sudha got an artificial leg. But moving this leg was often painful as she tried to dance. The pain became severe due to friction of the skin of the amputated leg and the artificial leg. She bravely tolerated the pain and continued to practice her dance. On January 28, 1984, she gave her first public performance after the accident, and it was a great success. A Telugu film Mayuri and Hindi film Nache Mayuri was made based on the story of her life, with Sudha herself as the heroine in both the films. Sudha Chandran's Commitment to the Indian classical dance of Bharatnatyam is closely interwoven with her amazing courage and determination. Again, her family gave her enormous support. Not only did they assist her in developing her talent for dance from the age of 5, but after the accident they never allowed her also to give up. www.disabilityindia.org/djstrizaf06d.cfm closing parenthesis. 1.9.1 Few more case studies. There are people across the world that have lived and thrived despite whatever disabilities they possessed. In fact, quite a few of them have been great contributors throughout history and quite famous because of their accomplishments despite their disabilities. Mentioned here are persons who were famous because of their accomplishments which far outweighed any disability, whether she was born with it or developed later in life. A. Ludwig van Beethoven. Few musicians have ever made their mark when they are deaf. However, one Austrian German composer and piano virtuoso did just that after losing most of his hearing from tinnitus at the age of 20. Ludwig van Beethoven then used special hearing tubes and felt the vibrations of his piano to compose, which he did through a classical, a heroic and, finally, a romantic period after tutoring under some of the other great composers in history, Mozart and Haydn. One of the most well-known composers in history, his accomplishments are dazzling and spellbinding when taken into consideration, and which he was never able to hear himself. B. Helen Keller. Blind and deaf, this American was the first such person to graduate from college. Famously tutored by Annie Sullivan, her life was chronicled in the play, The Miracle Worker. After graduation, Keller became a noted speaker, author and crusader for pacifism, women's right to vote and birth control. See, Stephen Hawking. Almost completely paralyzed by amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, British physicist Stephen Hawking is an academic celebrity known for his theories concerning black holes and his best-selling book A Brief History of Time. While few people could completely grasp his concepts without an in-depth explanation, his theories have become as well-known as Galileo, Newton and Einstein in the scientific community. Coincidentally, there are a number of television geeks that know him as some famous scientist from animated sitcoms such as The Simpsons, Futurama and Family Guy. D. Franklin Roosevelt. The only American president to ever serve more than 2 terms, Franklin D. Roosevelt was paralyzed from the waist down by a form of polio or Guillain-Barré syndrome in 1921. While the actual disease that left him bound to a wheelchair has not been verified with 100% accuracy, Roosevelt is known as one of the greatest presidents in American history, leading the population through many tumultuous times. The Great Depression and World War II were two of the worst periods in American history, known for their volatility and the loss of both human lives and many Americans' livelihoods. However, Roosevelt was the man for the job, leading America through these times with confidence and grace that was not marred by his disability. And like Heller, he is also currently featured on An American Coin the Dime. 1.10 Value conflict. When our values come in conflict with each other, what can we do then? Often we carry within us many prejudices or wrong beliefs and do not think whether these are right or wrong. It may be that we have been practicing this custom or exercising this belief unthinkingly for years and have never asked ourselves why we do so. It is not that moral conflicts cannot be resolved. In some cases, each party can heighten its understanding of the other's worldview through new forms of communication. Commonalities can be searched in the midst of differences and a negotiable ground established through the form and context of dialogues like respectful communication, empathic listening, improved understanding and respect. The moral conflicts or disagreements can be lessened in a constructive manner. Thus, conflicts can be managed in a way that minimizes the costs to both parties. Given below is an instance of a conflict situation arising based on prejudice and superstition. A. Ganesh and Ustadji. Ganesh's mother refused to let him take up the free training offered by Ustad Nasir Khan, who was famous flutist. Ultimately she agreed after being persuaded by the other family members. She realized that Ganesh truly loved the flute and to deprive him of the honor of being trained by Ustadji would be a great loss for him. In this situation, initially Ganesh's mother was prejudiced against Ustadji because he was from a different religion, but ultimately her love for her son, tolerance and appreciation helped her to overcome the prejudice. Ganesh and Ustadji's patience, love for music, commitment and dedication won in the end. 1.11 Summary. Indian culture is more than 5,000 years old and is one of the few ancient cultures that still survive today. Language, arts, spirituality, music, dance, literature, all form a part of this culture. Indian culture has responded differently to influences of different cultures, especially those of invaders, and it has preserved, absorbed, and assimilated the different elements, and this is the secret of the success of Indian culture and civilization. In spite of its diversity, there is a fundamental unity, which makes it unique. Indian culture has many different parts and each is closely related with the other and has intricately woven values. Families are essential in preserving and transmitting culture. It is in the family that the child first experiences and absorbs the values of sharing, caring, unselfishness, tolerance, unity, loyalty, integrity are key features of an Indian family with emphasis on interdependence and concern for others. In India, food is valued not only because it is nutritious but also for it is a gift from God. Clothes are associated with tradition, diversity of culture. The national symbols in India symbolize unity, truth and patriotism. National symbols are distinctive to the country. Teachers are to be aware of integrating values into the curriculum. In all subjects, often we carry within us many prejudices or wrong beliefs and do not think whether these are right or wrong. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video with next chapter.